If I ask you, what is love? You will say, come on Rashmi, don't waste our time. Everyone knows what love is. If I tell you, love and physics are married, your immediate response will be, what? Are you crazy? Love is a human emotion and physics is a pure science. They are poles apart. Then, friends, let me take you on a trip with me to the nucleus of an atom. And around that nucleus, there is a clear void space, an energy soup as we call it. This energy soup changes depending upon the kinds of thoughts we generate. If we generate the thoughts of anger, hatred or revenge, this energy soup becomes thick or even dries depending upon the intensity of our thoughts. Its color also becomes black or brown. But if we generate the thoughts of love and happiness, this energy soup is converted into a silvery, white, healthy, flowing fluid. Dr. Bruce H. Lipton, a renowned cell biologist, has written in his phenomenal book, Biology of Belief, that our DNA and our genes do not control our biology, but rather our DNA and all our cells are affected by our thoughts. According to the new science of epigenetics, consciousness and love affect matter. They are interconnected. It is this interconnection which is the missing piece between science and spiritual thinking. So the essence of my talk today is mind affects matter. The collective consciousness of human beings can even change the weather conditions of a place. I'll give you a personal example. Vidosh was posted as the commanding officer of 6006 Independent Armored Workshop at Suratgarh from 1999 to 2002. Suratgarh is a no-rain area. It rains till Ganganagar, but Suratgarh is an absolute desert. So after a few months after we reached there, a renowned Reiki teacher and healer, Noshir engineer, was invited by the medical officer Colonel Babu, who was himself a Reiki healer. Guruji was a very learned and elevated person. He conducted first degree Reiki course, and more than 80% of the officers and their families attended it. It proved to be highly successful in many aspects. Guruji came in June, that too from Mumbai. The temperature of Suratgarh at that time was around 49 degrees Celsius. So he found it to be unbearably hot. He organized a guided meditation for all of us to change the weather conditions of Suratgarh. There were around 3,000 people in the auditorium. Guruji kept on giving us instructions which we followed with closed eyes. First of all, he told us to fill every cell of our body with the pink light of love energy. Then he told us to send this love energy to each particle of the soil, the clouds, the earth, the sky, the sun and the moon. Then he told us to visualize that it was raining heavily and Suratgarh Kent was full of trees. After doing it for about 30 minutes, we actually started believing that it was raining heavily and we were sitting amidst trees. Then hundreds and hundreds of trees were planted in Suratgarh Kent, and very soon our cantonment became a green heaven. This is the power of collective love energy. Now let's look at the power of love energy generated by one person. I'll share a parable with you. Once there lived a woman named Martha. She was spiritually awakened and her heart was filled with love and compassion. One night, Martha saw a vision in which an angel took her to a room. One corner of the room was filled with spiritual books. And the angel told her that the business of selling spiritual books would bring a great prosperity to her. In the other corner, there was a special package. The angel said to Martha, Martha, this is your singular treasure. It can create miracles in your life if you use it. But Martha, once you use it, it will never be replaced. So don't use it unless it is appropriate. So, working upon the vision, she opened a store of spiritual books along with her 3 like-minded friends. Their business flourished and they started earning a lot of money. Then something unexpected happened. Sal, one of their business partners, one day walked away with all the proceeds of the store. And she contrived in such a way that the other 3 could not do anything legally to get their investment back. Sal opened her own store and she again became very wealthy. Now the other 2 friends felt highly victimized. They would sit and they would say, it's awful what Sal has done to us. We did so much for her. Martha, you remember once she fell seriously ill and we 3 used to be awake at night looking after her. Martha tried to explain to them that it was because of some old karmic account that Sal had come into their life. So now they should forgive her and move ahead in their lives. But they said, no, we can never forgive Sal in our lives. So Martha left them and she created peace in her own life. She was disappointed, but she was not vindictive or angry towards Sal. Rather, she kept on sending love energy to her. Time passed on. One night, Martha heard that Sal had met with an accident and she was in the hospital gravely injured. She immediately reached the hospital. Sal was in a very bad state with very little chances of survival. Martha laid her hand on her forehead and said to her, Sal, will you accept the healing I have for you? Sal could not believe what she was hearing. After all that she had done, Martha was going to heal her. She croaked out just one word, yes. And then guess what? Martha reached within herself, plucked out that singular treasure and passed it on to Sal. That night, Sal was completely healed. She understood that for healing her, Martha had first forgiven her absolutely and had been without any anger for her. This changed Sal's life forever. Now Sal approached her. They again became very good friends. Sal invited Martha to join her in her store. This time they decided to sell children's books so that many coming generations could be improved. Now their business flourished and they started earning a lot of money once again. One night, Martha was again visited by the same angel in the same room. One corner of the room was filled with spiritual books. But this time, she recognized them to be children's spiritual books. Then the angel showed her the other corner where the singular treasure was lying. And Martha expected that it would be gone. because she had used it to heal Sal. But what was it? In place of one singular treasure, there were 7 singular treasures stacked up till the ceiling. Seeing her amazement, the angel said to Martha, Martha, I told you that the singular treasure would not be replaced, but I never told you that it would not be multiplied. So it has multiplied into many. Martha raised her vibration and the vibrations of the planet by giving away her precious gift. So friends, your storehouse of love is absolutely unlimited. As you pour it on those around you, it increases 100-fold. So friends, you are dearly loved. Thank you.